So, Berserk episode 12 and the season finale. First of all, I want to say, if you guys haven't seen the episode before you watch this, definitely go and watch it now. I'm overall going to give this episode probably about an 8 out of 10. It was so close to a 9 or even a 10. But the beginning with Nina, oh my goodness. Is she the most annoying character in Berserk, in history, in everything that you know? She is so annoying. I don't think characters get any more annoying than her. So this episode basically starts off from a continuation from last week's episode with the it's called the red goo that's killing everybody. But basically what it is a manifestation of hate, grudge, resentment of the people there in Albion. And Ishii asks a good question to Puck. The world is full of people with hate, resentment, and grudge. So why is it only here in Albion? And Puck basically explains, I don't even think that he told him, but the screen basically flashed to Casca's mark and Guts' mark. I don't know if he responded to Ishii with that. But anyways, before then, we go into annoying Nina. She basically survives the fall, so she goes crawling. She goes to try and stand up to walk, but apparently she broke her ankle and she falls. And the people that retreated into the castle and are running and afraid for their lives, they basically almost trample over her. But Luca comes to the rescue to save her. Captain Save-A-Ho. She basically saves her and seals her, and I think it's a wine barrel, so the goo won't get her. And Luca herself hid inside the well. If there's anyone that deserved their life, it's everyone that was on the top of the ledge and Luca. She definitely deserved her life because she saved Nina. She saved her life. Like, she was putting in work. She was doing the most. So after the Luca and Nina scene, we go into Ishii and Puck and Guts and Casca, those on the castle walls defending off the goo. And that's when we went into the Ishii asking the question to Puck about what happened. Now we see that the goo basically destroyed the whole bottom of the castle. It's basically their foothold. So that basically comes tumbling down. And Puck also noticed that the souls, both alive and dead, were basically saying the same thing or wanting the same thing. They didn't say exactly what, but I think it was the idol that was in Guts' satchel or bag, whatever you want to call it. Maybe it was, Puck states that it was the idol that was inside of Guts' bag. Now, I don't know if Puck took it out and tossed it or what he did, but he basically told Guts that's basically what the red goo thing want. Now, the red goo, as you can see like all the souls and the faces and the hate, and it was disgusting. But then after that, the camera zoomed out to an aerial scene of the castle falling, the clouds, and it was beautiful. And that right there is where the episode picks up. They obviously survived the next morning by fighting off the red goo with their flames. And most important character development this episode or overall season, is Lady Fernie. She basically despised the Black Swordsman, but now she comes to realize how much of a brave guy he is and how much spirit he has, and she apparently wants to become like him. And she notices something that I don't think anyone else noticed, that this guy is basically in the dark fighting against all of this by himself. So by the end of this episode, she ends up venturing to look for him and join him in whatever fight that is. But before I get into that, let me go into the rest of the episode. So we make it to the next morning, and out of the frying pan and into the fire, the Kushan shows up. And they basically want to capture Guts. Now, after they show up, Azan show up, Serpico shows up, and they're basically all trying to hold off the Kushans because they obviously want to catch them. And they're telling them, and the Kushans are telling them to not go easy on Guts. So, but they must be kept alive for whatever reason, we don't know. I think that they said that all of the evil in this land stems from her. So after that, we go into Zod. Zod arrives in his transformed form, beastly as ever. No pun intended. Beastly as ever. And who else shows up? Griffiths. Been waiting his return ever since the Red Ceremony. And apparently he shows up and everyone realized that their dream has come true. Or whatever weirdness went on right there. I don't know how to explain it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But after Zod shows up, he basically goes to Griffiths and kneels. Guts notices that he has arrived. And Casca also notices, and she reaches her hands out to, I'm guessing, to go towards him. Don't know why, don't know what's going on there, because I thought that she was technically insane. Now, that's basically where the episode almost ends. We see that Guts and Casca was left behind, while Lady Furnace, Ishii, and Luca and Nina, they basically went the other way. And they all got away. And Guts apparently got away by stealing one of the Kushan's horse and basically fighting on them. And we see that they have a huge army. Don't know what their goal is besides bringing back their clan's honor. But we see that they have a huge army. And by the end of this episode, we see that Guts was... And actually, this is in the preview, I think. We see that Guts is on foot. Him and Casca are on foot. So I'm guessing something happened to the horse or they encountered something. And his sword was also drawn. So they definitely encountered something. Now, at the end of the episode, again, and lastly, everyone heads their separate ways. We see Nina goes to look for Johanheim. And we also see that her disease is spreading more rapidly. We see one of her fingers look like it's starting to rot. So she leaves Luca behind, thank goodness. Lady Furnace and Serpico heads out to join Guts. Guts and Casca and Puck head their own way. Ishii goes to, it doesn't exactly say where, but I'm guessing he's going to go look for Guts because Guts does owe him. And Luca, though, stay behind. I don't know where Azan is, and I don't know where the guard guy is. But that's basically how the episode in this season ends. Definitely a good season and a good finale. Besides, like, the beginning of this episode with annoying Nina. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, she was annoying. So, they also state that everyone inside the tower died. Everyone that was afraid and ran inside the tower for shelter died. And everyone that was afraid and ran away, they supposedly lived. Now, I can't wait for the next season, which is going to start in spring. It looks like they started the animation already. But, again, starts in spring. And I can't wait to review it. And thanks to you guys for, I know I started the series late, I think in episode 4. But either ways, thanks for, if you subscribe, thanks for subscribing and watching. And if you watch all of my previous reviews, thanks for watching that. And if you haven't, check it out. Subscribe if you want to see more. Definitely going to be back for season 2. What else? If you like the video, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. And let me know in the comment section why. And let me know what you guys are looking forward to in the second season. I'm definitely looking forward to see what Griffiths does. It's been a long time coming since his return. Definitely want to see what he's up to. And to see where Ishii, Puck, definitely want to see where they all go to. How could I forgot that Puck was hilarious in this episode with him lighting his dandelion on fire and it caught Ishii's hair on fire. He tried to help. Definitely thought that was funny. Probably the only funny part in there. But either ways, again, guys, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, definitely subscribe. Thanks.